You see it all the time. An old American muscle car, a roaring engine, heavy steel, built to dominate the road. Yet the owner handles it like it's fragile. They warm it slowly, avoid rough roads, and wait months for the perfect part instead of rushing a fix. If that's you, let's be clear. This isn't obsession, it isn't fear, and it's not being cheap. This video is about why your approach is actually rare and valuable, and the reason isn't what you think. It's about how these owners assign value, how they measure time, and how they master both the car and themselves. At first glance, it seems contradictory. Muscle cars were designed to be bold, aggressive, impossible to ignore. They announce themselves. They demand attention. So why treat one with such restraint? That tension is exactly what draws people in, and it reveals something deeper about human nature. Owners of these cars don't see them as objects. They see them as responsibilities. Temporary stewards of something that existed before them and should outlast them. That perspective changes every decision. They're not asking, how much can I enjoy this today? They're asking, how can I protect this so it still matters years from now? Frugality shows up naturally in this mindset, but not the kind you're probably imagining. It isn't about saving money, it's about respect. Every shortcut feels wrong. Every rushed repair feels permanent. This is restraint grounded in reverence, not fear.
And here's a trait that surprises most people. They're unusually comfortable with delayed gratification. They'll wait for the right part, the right moment, the right solution. They don't rush repairs. They postpone immediate satisfaction for something more meaningful later. That patience builds a type of satisfaction most people rarely experience, one that's earned, deliberate, and profoundly satisfying. But there's something many people never notice about these owners. This behavior isn't driven by perfectionism or ego. Most of them don't care what strangers think. The value isn't social, it's internal. They ignore trends. They resist shortcuts that everyone else would take. They measure success against their own standards, and that's rare. Modern culture couldn't be more different. Today, everything is designed to be replaced. When it breaks, swap it. When it slows you down, upgrade it. When it ages, discard it. Convenience dominates. Efficiency dominates. Speed dominates. Careful muscle car owners quietly reject that logic. They don't chase novelty, they restore. And restoration transforms the relationship between owner and machine. Over time, the car stops being a mere object. Every repair, every adjustment, every nuance becomes a record of effort, a living history. You notice patterns, remember past fixes, and the car begins to feel almost alive. Effort changes relationships. And once you've invested time, attention, and patience like that, there's no going back. You can't treat it casually. Hands-on involvement restores something modern life often erodes: agency. You can't own these cars carefully without learning how they work, understanding every sound, feeling every shift. That engagement activates something deeply human: problem-solving, cause and effect, mastery of the physical world. It's grounding, it's satisfying, it's meditative. Driving these cars amplifies the effect. There's no autopilot, no insulation from consequence. You feel the steering, the vibrations, the engine communicating back to you. Every movement requires focus. That level of presence produces flow, moments of complete absorption where time fades, attention sharpens, and presence dominates. Humans crave that feeling, even if we don't consciously recognize it. And now we get to the deeper layer, the one that explains why this approach persists despite cost, inconvenience, and time. Modern culture worships speed, novelty, and replacement. Faster, newer, easier, always forward, always upgrading. Careful ownership is a quiet rebellion against that. It says craftsmanship still matters, longevity matters, not everything old is obsolete. It's not nostalgia, it's a deliberate statement about what we choose to value, protect, and preserve. From a purely rational standpoint, none of this adds up. The time, the money, the patience. But rationality isn't the point. What these owners invest in isn't efficiency, it's coherence between who they are and what they choose to care for. Every careful decision reinforces that alignment. Every delayed shortcut proves in action that effort matters. And here's a subtle surprise most people never realize. This behavior actually rewires the brain. Delaying gratification, restoring patiently, mastering complex mechanical systems, it strengthens attention, patience, and problem solving. The reward isn't just external, it's internal, long-term, and deeply satisfying. So the next time you see someone treating an old American muscle car with extreme care, don't assume hesitation, don't assume fear, and don't assume thrift. You're watching someone who understands that what lasts is worth protecting. In a world built on speed, convenience, and replacement, that kind of restraint isn't weakness. It's clarity. It's wisdom. It's mastery.